Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Snokus. Today we're gonna take a look at a game called Rimworld. We're not as much gonna take a look at it as we're gonna introduce it, as this is my new Let's Play series as Rimworld then. And Rimworld is a space colony management game. I think it's the best way to describe it, and we're not gonna hesitate. We're just gonna jump right on in. As of the latest version, or possibly the version before that, there are 3 different scenarios to choose from. You got playing as a tribe with some restricted starting technology, but you're more people and you have some pets. You can play as a rich explorer, which means you have lots of resources, lots of technology, but you're alone from the beginning. Or you can play the original scenario, which we are gonna play, in which you start with 3 people. You awake in cryptosleep on this world out in the rim of space, and you try to survive. So yeah, let's move on, and we're gonna play on rough. Which I think is the normal difficulty, and it's the one I always play on, so we're gonna use that. We're not gonna go permadeath, simply because, well, if something fucks up, I want to be able to rectify that. Anyway, so what we're gonna call this, we're gonna call this that's the seed we're gonna use for this planet, and we're gonna make sure to have a large world, or planet, or area, I suppose, more or less is map size, because I want to have lots of space to roam around, and lots of options. So we're gonna go with large, and hopefully my computer isn't gonna crash and burn. And then we're gonna play somewhere with large hills and growing period 6 of spring to 6 of fall. Average temperature is 11 degrees Celsius, almost 12 degrees, and possibly we should go a bit colder. Don't want mountainous, that's large hills. I like this, I think. Large hills. Average temperature 6 degrees, average in winter -6, average summer 18. It's pretty much the same as Sweden. So yeah, let's pick out our colonists. First of all, we need someone that can grow, so we're gonna focus on that to begin with. I'm gonna save Shimmy here, because of her medicine skill. We might stay with her. She seems like a good colonist. Oh, I like this. Asthma, but overall a well-rounded character. No shooting or melee though. And can't dumb labor, which is pretty much essential. So now we're gonna pass on you. One thing wow, this guy seems amazing. Maxwell Barry. Shooting 7, melee 10, more than Night Owl, which is fine. Growing 9, we need at least 8. Animals 8, that's great. Artistic. The only thing that's negative that I can see right now is no dumb labor. But we can complement that with another settler, so that's fine. So we got growing set, construction set, and a pretty good defense character, and animals. So now we need medicine, which we got, and also decent, incapable of hauling, but they can also night owl. But they can clean, so we got a cleaner here. Decent shooter, good medicine, decent social. So now we only really need someone with decent mining and that is able to haul. which Nesta Blevins is yeah, she's pretty fitting for my criteria. Decent shooting, decent melee, so we can work on that. Just barely worse than Kimmy here. And Maxwell is gonna be our general captain of defense, I guess. We got a hauler and we got a cleaner and a doctor. We got mining is good. Yeah, I think this is it. Game dev, that's somewhat fitting, so we're gonna rename this guy to my name, just to start off with some developing narrative here. And Kimmy and Nadeshda, we're gonna rename Nadeshda till Nadi, just to make things simpler. I don't know why Nadeshda wanted to keep her full name here. Kimiko seemed fine with renaming herself to Kimmy. Anyway, let's start off. And I don't know how much you've seen of this game before, but I love this game. It's pretty much the greatest ever. The three of you awake in your cryptosleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later you landed on this unknown Rimworld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. So here we are, we're dropping down to the ground, and we got a dog to begin with, which is great because a dog can do everything. We're gonna go for rescue and haul first and release later. Using dogs as a defensive tool isn't generally recommended, according to me anyway. So we got 34 meals to begin with, which will mean we're gonna that's enough to survive for about 10 days, a little bit less due to the dog also eating of them. So we got three weapons here to begin with, and we're gonna give the character the highest shooting stat, which is me, right? The rifle, gonna give Kimmy the pistol because she's slightly below, and Naddy with the melee passion here is gonna get the knife. So maybe we can get her some shield later on. Now, as you start off, I generally try to find a cordon off area, kind of like this, in which with some choke points, which you can develop to real defenses. And I think possibly this area, but it's a bit small. And this area also allows for possible expansion into the mountains later on, or the hills, I suppose they are. So this is the area we're gonna set up for our base. And the first thing I usually do is I build a general room here, general purpose room, which is gonna serve us as a general bedroom or a barrack to begin with. So I'll let it go on in normal speed to begin, as we make the plans for this building here. It's a bit premature, but I'm gonna give it wood flooring right away. So let's look over the work orders. Let's go into manual priorities right away. Kim is the doctor. Otherwise, we want everyone to firefight, and patient, and bed rest, and flick. We want Kimmy to be the warden, and let's put a 1 on that. And we want me to handle, to make sure that our animals get all the treatment they need. Then we want me to grow. We want Nada to mine. After she's done mining, she's gonna haul. After Kim is done doctoring and wardening, she's gonna clean, and Naddy is also gonna clean. So now we got Naddy as a pretty much only job is to haul, except for mining. And after she's hauled, she's gonna clean, and Kimmy's our designated cleaner. I want everyone that is able to plant cut when they can. Okay, possibly only Natty, since Kimmy can then go straight for the cleaning. I want everyone to research as much as possible, but only as, I don't know, I'll leave Natty as a free there, even though it's not a high priority to begin with. Aside from that, I'm gonna activate everything so no one gets idle, except I suppose Kimmy shouldn't be, Natty shouldn't be a hunter since he doesn't have a shooting weapon. Yeah. So who is our constructor? I suppose it's gonna have to be Natty. So we're gonna put those on freeze. Oh crap! I forgot to cook. Oh well, we got a 5 here and a 4. Well, okay, so I'm going to handle and do all this important stuff, then I'm gonna grow, which is the most important, and I'm gonna cook after that. And then we're just gonna move down the line. I suppose, I think crafting is the most important. So I'm gonna leave that on a free, and there's gonna be 4s. Yeah, something like that. We can work on it later on. Okay, so this is our general purpose room. We're gonna, after we've built real bedrooms for everyone, we're gonna repurpose this to either a kitchen or a workshop or something. We're also gonna need a dumping stockpile. I have no idea what the music went, but I'm sure it will come back soon. A dump stockpile around here. We can always move it later. It will allow rotten, and it will allow human and mechanoid corpses and chunks of every kind. And then we're gonna haul all of this away when possible. And we're also gonna create an early stockpile here, which we're gonna get rid of this later on, but this is just an initial stockpile to get everything close to our base before we can sort it. So I've enabled everything, I suppose, except human corpses, mechanoid corpses, and chunks. Yeah, sorry about that. Let's get some growing going. So let's think about this. We're probably gonna build into the mountain, and probably this mountain, possibly even here. We're gonna have some defenses right here, build a little kill box, possibly like that, like that. I'm gonna reinforce this so they can't dig through. We are most likely either gonna build a kill box here or simply cement it shut. That might be how we do it. It's gonna be a while before the first attack though, so it's not a hurry yet. So anyway, we're gonna dig into this mountain, maybe even here and here. So I think like this area here is gonna be decent for growing. Something like that. Potatoes, rice, and heelroot is the initial plants, crops that you start off with. We're also gonna issue a shop wood command right about there. We're also gonna place a harvest command of every berries around here, so we have some backup food for when our survival meals go dry. I'm also gonna build a bit of an eating spot over here that we're later on gonna move indoors somewhere. This simply to allow them to get their meals and eat them and get their moods buffed, so they don't eat on the floor. Right, I forgot about the night owls. So let's think about this. Kimmy's a night owl, I'm a night owl, and Sushi Master. Ah, right, okay. You can be Sushi Master, no worry. Right, restrict. So when I said that we want to be awake, so we want to sleep from 11 to 18 and yeah, the rest. So sleep 11 to 18, same for Kimmy. Then we're gonna cordon off some time for Joy right after that. We're most likely gonna give them more Joy time later on, but this is all they need in the beginning when they still have the new colony optimism, which lasts 4 days. This is great, by the way, that we have so much steel so close by, and some machinery. Hopefully some jade or silver as well, somewhere, probably in the mountain. I'm just gonna go around look and see if I can find any goodies on the map. Don't see anything right now. Might have missed something, but no, I haven't seen anything. Some steel. Gonna have to remember that. Some more food. Gonna activate them, so if I forget and someone starves, they have the possibility, they have the option to go down there and go on a little adventure to get themselves fed. And I'm gonna play on the third speed here and pause when anything gets serious. Should have made these twos. I don't know why I didn't. That is asleep. This isn't great to do generally, but construction failed. But right now, the mood penalty doesn't really ruin in the beginning, and we also want them to be able to sleep indoors. Natty, how about you finish the whole thing? Actually, some berries. Okay, Natty, come on now. The building first, thanks. Okay, cool. Now it's starting to look like something. Right, and a torch in here. Okay, so we should start thinking of how we want kill boxes to look. So let's lower the speed here down a bit. How should we do this? Let's just do it like this for the moment. Just have a door there so we can get all the stuff. This is a sorry. This tutorial system is new for this version, but I know pretty much all this, so you'll just have to trust me on that, I guess. So let's go planning. We want to have one rice field, one potato field, one heel root field. Then we also want hop field, hop plant field, strawberry field, corn field. Also some cotton over here, but that's fine. We can work with that. Cotton and something else. And we also need power. So, I mean, what we could do is just wall it off completely and then just have one entrance, and that's not a dumb idea. Let's do that to begin with. Let's move this stopwatch zone down a bit. Let's start on this superstructure right away. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to build them out of wood in the beginning, but that's fine. We have lots of wood, but it's flammable and not exactly durable in a fight. But it's what we're gonna have to work with at a moment. And we're also gonna do we're gonna use a pretty classic trick here. We used to build double walls like this, place a few doors like this, so our own what do you call it, colonist can move through without any issue. And then we're gonna build some deadfall traps here. I'm gonna build them out of steel. You can build them out of wood, but they do less damage and they break easier. And so our colonist can move through here, set the traps, and then like move right on through with no risk of triggering the traps. But any enemy attacking, holy hell, I'm sorry. Any enemy attacking would have to move through this corridor, activating every trap until they get out through here, unless they start breaking through the wall, which they sometimes do. But it's not most common occurrence. So I'm gonna chop some more wood here to allow us to afford all these structures. This wall is up, which is great. All of our growing is almost done. We need fences, we're now being told, which is entirely correct. So let's think about this. Okay, this is gonna be a shitty kill box to begin with, but we're gonna have to live with it as of right now. I'm leaving a little space here, so the enemy AI still path through here instead of trying to break in. And then I'm gonna create a door here. Right now we only have, I suppose we could make room for more. Something like that, and then we're gonna, right, because we don't have, you don't begin with turrets in this mode, in this scenario. So yeah, the colony is starting to shape up. Our walls are almost done, or almost up. This is about halfway done. This is also about halfway done. This is entirely done. We're gonna issue a mining order for all this, which... Who is our builder now again? Natty. So Natty, when she can't build anymore, she's gonna go mine, hopefully. Which she has a knack for that, if I remember correctly. Yep, she's got a 10, which is great, actually. We're also going to... Oh, that's fine. We're gonna place a fuel stove here, and I know it's idiotic in the sense that they're gonna hate their living room, their bedroom. But we needed to cook meals now in the beginning. So we got some visitors here, and I'm just gonna work out who is the best social skill, and I think it's Kimmy. She's gonna go trade with Ali, and I know I'm waking Kimmy up, but once again she's still got the new colony optimism, so she's gonna offset any mood penalties now in the beginning. They got some fine meals, some medicine. Okay, but we can I tell you to haul? So we're gonna pay for some more medicine, which, well, yeah, it's always the right choice in my opinion. Now we got the silver to buy them. We get 6 medicine, and we already have 10 or 20, I think, 24. So now we got 28, which is pretty much 1 or 2 more health occurrences in which you can survive, pretty much. We're also gonna get some heal routes further on, but they're only 1/5 done, and yeah, we're most likely gonna be attacked in a few days. Hopefully our walls will be up by then. I'm just running around doing all that stuff. So let's make some new areas here. Some new growing areas. Let's make one for corn, one for strawberries. Then we're also gonna start our expansion into the mountain soon, I think. Falwell. Shimmy Town. Where everyone's name sounds ridiculous. So yeah, our colony is growing steadily. Let's take a look at the mood. It's going steadily. It's only been 3 days. Our wealth is going steadily up. Has gone somewhat up, but well, it's just in the beginning, and we haven't even hauled all of our belongings over here, so it's not really surprising. We only have one hauler, unfortunately, and it's Natty, I believe. Yep. So she's gonna take her sweet time to do everything, but she'll be done eventually. Have you been trained anything? Yeah. Sushi. I really hope we are not going to have to eat sushi due to the implication. She's somewhat trained already, halfway there in rescue. After that, we're gonna train her in hauling, which is gonna be great. And in a while, it's still summer, so it's fine, but when the fall comes rolling in and during the winter, we're gonna restrict all of our animals, including Sushi here, and then the future animals, to stay within the bounds of the colony. Hare is attacking. Let's just mark it with a hunting sign. Oh, look over here. Let's deconstruct those for some sweet materials. Okay, so Natty, you're gonna meat attack the hare. Nicely done. Sorry, hare, but you were crazy. We're simply gonna let that hare spoil. We're not gonna butcher it because well, we don't have any place to store it anyway. So yeah, it's going pretty fine. Okay, people, I'm gonna end it here. We've gone for about 30 minutes. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully I see you next time. Please like and subscribe if you liked the video. And yeah, have a good day.